Okay, bad news, guys. I don't have my meta glasses, and I got started too fast. But this is the before, and then this is where I'm at now. We're just starting to take it off. I'm gonna take off the bottom 2x4 as well, and then when I start to put some stuff in, I'll show that as well.
Okay, so to do a quick introduction, my name is Bill Punyon. I'm the owner of Building for More. We're a company based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we do construction. We do basically custom remodel construction. So we'll do home addition, deck builds, deck repairs, fence builds, pressure washing, and a ton of different things. So definitely give us a call. And back to doing the work that I'm doing. So I'm cutting these angles. Some of them are trace. A lot of them, I use the square and basically found the angle. But I started off with going around the entire base with the 1x6. I cut into the existing 2x4s about an inch and a quarter. No, just an inch, and installed the 1x6s all the way around the bottom. So as we go around here, you see me, using the saw, cutting that out. Master splinter right here, yeah, is a real difficult thing to do, to use that saw like that. Got it in there nice and clean. Working around that. Boom. Give it some love taps, pre-drill it. That is something that I've just started to do really this year, honestly. I think before I normally used to just go straight into the wood. I didn't really care about it, but I found that, like, pre-drilling and setting a pilot hole makes it really, 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 really nice. Like it sets a good connection. So I'd recommend that to any of the new guys that's starting up in this now too. Another thing I definitely recommend is using clamps as well to just hold things together, especially when you're working by yourself. So now I think we're almost done. Just going around the bottom, because initially I was just cutting them all off. I was doing the bottom row first. So still going through here, cutting that inch off. Maybe at some point I think I probably went through and got all of the angles before, so you probably don't get a video of that, and that's so sad. But look at me with this sawzall. That's masterful work. In the garage, ripping down these 1x6s. Theoretically, like you'd think we would get 1x3s. It wasn't really that. It was like one by like two and like 3/4. So keep this going. What am I doing here? I'm making the cuts for the 1x6s on the bottom still. I may have like two or three more sections to do. So just keep on working around that. And you see what I just did, Trace? Yo, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with tracing. Like, set a template. Actually, really, I believe in, making your life easy. So if you're about to make a cut and you're gonna have to make it a couple more times, go ahead and make a template. You don't even like. It's no point to stress yourself out like that. But obviously, you should still have the skill sets to know how to make a raw cut. But if you're gonna make a bunch of the same cuts, definitely make a template. There's nothing wrong with that. Do not feel ashamed at all. Okay, so what am I doing? Finding angles. There we go. And there's no math to it actually. If you just hold the square, I'll describe this for you guys. If you hold the square, right? Better yet, just watch me in the video. I'll let you know exactly when I'm doing it, and I'll describe it a little bit better then. So, still using clamps, sending screws, boom, 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 boom. I think this specific section, I had leaned on it. I thought before to replace it, but I leaned on it, and it definitely fell apart. So, here goes a new one. Pre-drill, send in the screws just a little bit, then send them in all the way. Use the square to make sure it's a 90-degree angle. So this is that first section. I'm back ripping these 1x6s down so we can get started. And actually, I had my helper in here. Using this table saw is extremely, extremely dangerous if you don't know how to do it the right way. So I think this entire process, like I was trying to just, go slow and just talk to him about like the different safeties and different dangers of, using the table saw. So here we go. We start to install it and it comes out nice. I don't have, apparently we didn't have the video where I put up the first section first, but here we go. We're putting it around. So we changed it out. If you look at the top of the pergola or the pergola, you see it has that old ladder system. That's okay. It looks good. It's a nice combination with the bottom. Eventually we'll paint the wood on the bottom, but you want to let it dry out, for a good bit before you paint it. You don't want to paint something as soon as you install it. And a good number timeline would be 3 months. That's what a good bid is. I explained that all the way wrong. You want at least 3 months before you paint something, and that's really on your summer seasons. On your winter season, if you install exterior wood, you want to leave it outside for like 6 months, something like that. So like the wood can actually, dry, settle in, and then you come back, pressure wash it, clean it, sand it, paint it. Here goes Nora. That's our main guy. Here he goes. What happened? I think he was telling me like he even messed up around here somewhere, and he even blamed me. So, final product for now, honestly, because just the way that I like to work, I'll definitely touch this up. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but just to add to it, because over time, it seems like more ideas come to my head about like, okay, maybe I should have added this, I should have added that. So for now, this is where we're at. But I really, really